Hi everyone, welcome to Medicine for the Soul. My name is Pooja and this is the daily pranayam series. Today we will explore and practice two beautiful yogic breathing exercises called Sitali and Sitkari. Let's get started. Today we will learn and practice Sitali pranayam, the cooling breath, and Sitkari pranayam, the hissing breath. Both are wonderful practices that can help us cool the body and that can act as tranquilizers when practiced just before going to sleep. And this is because they help to induce muscular relaxation and mental tranquility. A very interesting benefit also is that by regularly practicing Sitali and Sitkari, we can gain a little more control over our hunger and over our thirst. And this is because it gives us a feeling or a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. Like I said, both these practices help to cool the body. And this is because they affect very important centers in the brain that are associated to body temperature regulation in general. This being said, it is very important for us to know the precautions and the contraindications to keep in mind before jumping into this process or practice. First of all, both Sitali and Sitkari involve inhalations done through the mouth. Now, in general, when we breathe in through the nose, the air is heated up and filtered to a certain extent before reaching our delicate lungs. When we breathe in through the mouth, this process is, or this air conditioning and filtration process is kind of bypassed, which makes our lungs more vulnerable to very cool air or dirty air. So these practices must only be done if you have access to a clean, unpolluted environment. So keep that in mind. Also, it is not to be practiced in cold weather or very cool weather. Okay. Another thing to keep in mind is that Sitali pranayam has two techniques. I'm going to teach those to you and we will get to practice them. But one of them involves retention or kumbhak, retention after the inhalation. So the retention, must be kept very small. So very short duration of retention for the simple reason that kumbhak has a heating effect on the body. So that will be counterproductive when we practice Sitali because that is aimed at cooling the body. Now coming to the contraindications. Anyone with low blood pressure or any respiratory disorders such as asthma, bronchitis, or excessive mucus must not practice Sitali and Sitkari. Also, these practices lead to cooling of the lower energy centers. So anyone with chronic constipation must not practice this. Anyone with any heart diseases can practice Sitali and Sitkari, but without retention. So please do keep these in mind before starting this practice. And of course, if you have any other medical conditions, always consult a doctor before starting a new practice. All right, we will now jump into our Sitali practice. Like I said, there are two techniques. We will start with technique 1, which is done without retention. Now for Sitali pranayam, we will inhale through the mouth and we will exhale through the nose. When we inhale through the mouth, we're going to fold or roll the sides of the tongue so that it forms a tube. And we will inhale the air through that tube. Okay? And once you do that, you will feel a cooling sensation on the tongue. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate this once for you. I'm going to stick my tongue out and then roll the sides. Inhale through my mouth. Close my mouth. Exhale through the nose. Hopefully the mic caught the sound that this makes. It makes a sucking sound. Okay, so our awareness throughout this practice is going to be mainly on the sound produced by the inhalation and the cooling sensation. Okay, now as you might have seen, I kept my inhalation and exhalation long. So think of yogic breath. Okay, think of your torso being like a tank that you're filling up with air or with water, if that makes more sense, and the tank fills up from the bottom towards the top. So when you take your deep yogic breaths, think of drawing the breath in through the mouth or the nose, depending on the practice, sending the breath all the way down into your belly, allowing the belly to inflate, allowing the abdomen to expand. Keep inhaling as the chest expands. And now as you exhale, imagine pouring water or pumping water out of this tank. So the level will start to drop from the top towards the bottom. So you exhale, let the chest drop, ribs draw in, belly button draw in. So really, really think of long inhales without any strain and full exhales. Okay? So the number of breaths we will do is 9. Okay, we're going to count 9 breaths. Inhale through the mouth, exhale through the nose is 1 breath. Okay, let's try this together. So get into your comfortable seated position, either on a mat or on a chair. Make sure your spine stays upright the whole time. Relax your shoulders. Your hands may be in Gyan Mudra, index and thumbs meet. Palms face up. Completely relax all the facial muscles. And go ahead and close your eyes. Take a moment to just tune into the flow of your breath. And we will now begin. Keep your spine upright. Stick the tongue out and let's begin. Inhale. Close the mouth. Exhale through the nose. Slow and full exhalation. That is 1. Inhale. Exhale. Do not worry if you are not able to roll the tongue. I am going to show you an alternative. If your mind wanders during the practice, don't worry, it happens. Just bring it back to the flow of your breath, the sensation on your tongue, and the sound. Take your time without rushing your inhales or exhales. Let's do 2 more breaths. And the last one, make the most of it. Take your time. Good. And take a moment just to notice how you feel after your first round of Sitali Pranayam, the cooling breath practice. And then when you're ready, you can slowly start to blink your eyes to open. Wonderful. Hopefully you felt and enjoyed that cooling sensation in the mouth. We will now move on to technique 2. Just a quick note before we move on. In general, a good practice is to do about 9 breaths or 15 breaths in one round. And again, like I said, you want to keep this practice to just these many rounds, because doing too much of it may cool your body more than necessary. Okay, so for the sake of this video, I'm going to demonstrate, and you can practice this with me, 6 more breaths, and then I will show Sitkari pranayam, which you do not have to practice along, but you can learn, and maybe you can practice this tomorrow. Okay, so we'll keep the total number of breaths to 15. Now, Sitali technique 2 is with Antar Kumbhak, retention of breath after the inhalation. Like I mentioned, we do not want to retain the breath too long. 1 or 2 seconds is enough to start with. Slowly you can increase the duration, but not very long. Maybe you can go up to 5. Okay, always keep the retention very comfortable. So we're simply going to do what we did and add on the retention after we inhale. Okay, so I'm going to count 4 on the inhalation, 2 for the retention, and 4 on the exhalation. Okay. However, if this count does not feel very comfortable, you can go at your own pace. Maybe you can do 3, 2, 3, or maybe 3, 1, 3. Okay. Totally up to you. There's no wrong, there's no right. Sit upright. We're going to do 6 breaths. Relax your facial muscles. Keep your shoulders relaxed, spine straight. Inhale. Retain the breath, close the mouth. Exhale through the nose. Second breath. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Third breath. Inhale. Hold the breath. 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale slowly. 4, 3, 2, 1. Fifth breath. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Last breath. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Relax. Let the body take in the benefits of this practice. And now slowly blink your eyes to open. So this was Sitali pranayam with technique 1 and technique 2. Let's move on to Sitkari pranayam, the hissing breath. And the reason it's called the hissing breath is literally because you will make a hissing sound when you inhale through the mouth. Okay, now I mentioned that I will show you an alternative if you're unable to roll the tongue. This is the alternative. So Sitkari gives the same benefits as Sitali does. It's just a different technique. So for this, you do not have to roll the tongue. All you want to do is keep your teeth lightly together. Okay, you do not want to clench. Keep them lightly together. Your lips will be separate, so your lips will be open, your mouth will be open, and you're going to inhale through the mouth. So think of the sound you make or the action you do with your mouth or with your teeth when you've eaten something spicy, like so. And exhale through the nose. Very good. And it's as simple as that. Again, you'll feel a cooling sensation in the mouth. Now the tongue will just rest in the mouth. Just keep the tongue flat. There is another variation we can do, but I will keep that for one of our practice sessions in one of the upcoming videos. So for now, just keep your tongue relaxed. Let's do about 6 rounds together. If you have already practiced 9 breaths and 9 breaths and 6 breaths in Sitali, you can totally skip this and do this tomorrow. If you haven't practiced Sitali, 15 breaths of Sitali, you can, of course, join me here. So I'm going to sit upright. And now I will begin. Teeth lightly together, mouth is open or lips are separate. Inhale. Exhale, nose. Again, I will use a count, so 4 on the inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale. Full yogic breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do one more breath. Inhale. Beautiful. You can keep your eyes closed after this last breath and bring your palms to touch. Bow your head with gratitude. Bring in a sense of gratitude in your heart for this practice, for the gift of yoga, for the science and knowledge of yoga that has been passed on to us. Rub your palms. You can cover your eyes. Inhale and exhale. And then slowly release, bow the head again. Namaste. Thank you very, very much for watching, for practicing along, for learning. I hope that you enjoyed this video and we will see you again very, very soon with another video.